was thinking today about the birth of my children. As fathers, we often share stories of that experience: the waiting, the first cry, the cutting the cord, holding our child for the first time. Those are precious memories that shape who we are. But as I reflect on it, what strikes me is how strong those memories are, the story I tell, that are entirely from my perspective, my emotions, my experiences, my transformation as a father. Birth of a child is a moment of connection for a lot of people, but my narration is through one lens, my own. What about the mother's story? The physical and emotional journey she went through. Her story of the same day, of the same events, at the same place, at the same time, is completely different from mine, but is equally true and equally profound, perhaps even more so. Why is it in my head, in my memories, my story dominates? Why isn't it a joint story when I tell it? I think about the way we engage with the world, especially online. We're constantly prompted to look inward, to share our unique perspective, to build our personal brand. We declare our opinions, we showcase our experiences, we want to highlight how unique we are. The algorithm rewards us for it. The more distinct we are, the more attention we get. Is all of that making us forget how to look outward? What forum asks us to tell stories from somebody else's point of view? Do we get to practice listening, to try and understand a perspective different from our own? Not to debate it or judge it or try to find our own unique take on it, but simply to acknowledge that someone else's truth can be just as valid as ours, even when it differs completely from our experience. I think my children's story is so much richer if told from more than one person's perspective. To do that, I have to let go a little bit and let other stories emerge, if at nowhere else except the corners of my own head. To have the practice of holding multiple truths at once, of understanding that our story is just one thread in a much larger story. Sometimes the most meaningful growth doesn't come from expressing ourselves more clearly, but from learning to step outside of ourselves. I wonder what stories I've been missing out on in my life.